Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. We are doing the next video in the Taylor Swift album series, which is Red, obviously, as you can see. Beautiful album artwork. Anyways, we have the three piles for you to choose. We have the title track Red. There's a little coffee and a little flower, or not flower, a leaf on there. The second pile is I Knew You Were Trouble with the little key necklace and Taylor's little pink hair from the video. And then the last pile is 22 with the little cat and the little like Ray-Ban sunglasses that she wears. Anyways, those are the three piles. I'll have the timestamps down in the description below for you to choose whichever pile that you are particularly drawn to, or maybe it's just your favorite song. Whatever, how it works, it's the same thing. Anyways, I will see you at your pile. At pile 1, you chose the title track of the whole album, Red. So let's go ahead and get started with your cards. So we have the King of Wands, the Empress reversed, the Chariot, Strength in reverse, and the Two of Wands reversed. So first one I'm seeing right here in the Empress reversed, the Empress is the divine feminine energy, and whenever I see this card reversed, I kind of take it as like the person that I'm reading for not feeling like fully themselves, not fully feeling like, you know, they're at where they should be, or they're just not feeling, you know, just where they want to be. And it could be emotionally, it could be, you know, in anything, and they're just not feeling really up to it. Like, the Empress is this beautiful energy, and sometimes we don't feel that way. We don't feel like we are enough to get to where we want to go, or those sort of things, and we're just kind of feeling, basically, when the Empress reversed, it's kind of like my major insecurity card. And then we have the Strength reversed too, which tells me that this feeling of like you don't have the inner strength, like this hopelessness, kind of like, you know, we all have this inner strength inside of us, even when we're feeling a little bit insecure about how things are going, or we just feel like we don't have that strength to carry on, those sort of things. Like maybe you had this feeling of, oh my gosh, everything's falling into place, like things are happening the way I want them to, everything's going right, you know, it could be going right in your job, in a relationship, you know, those sort of things. But then you just got in this little funk is kind of what it is. It's not anything that's outside of, you know, it's not, I'm not really seeing it as outside factors, like, I don't know, like your boss saying this or whatever, because you totally have it. I mean, you have this King of Wands energy, which is like this go-getter, this ambitious person. So you have everything that you need. I'm just seeing it's more like an inside kind of sort of thing. Like you're just feeling like, you know, I'm not really feeling up to the plate. So that's kind of what you need to let go of. That feeling, that insecurity, that feeling of, and I know that's hard to do, but that's just kind of what's holding you back right now. Because look, right smack dab is the Chariot, and the Chariot is Cancer energy. It's choosing to go forward even though things aren't, you know, exactly the way that you would want them. It's just this choice to go forward because you have that momentum. You have that ability to gain momentum in whatever that you're doing. You just need to, you know, just kind of like, even if you just need to kind of like turn your thoughts off and just kind of go after it, you know, just kind of, sometimes I do that. I just, you know, and starting these YouTube videos and things like that, I just kind of like turn my brain off, be like, you need to do this, and you're just gonna upload it, and you're not even gonna think about it. And maybe you just need to walk in the doors of your job, kind of sort of thing, and just walk into those doors and just, sorry, you can't really see those that well, but just walk into the doors of your job and just be like, I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be amazing, and I'm just gonna, turn all that overthinking off and just bam. I'm gonna get it done. So let's look at the oracle cards. Where did I put them? Where did you go? Oh, they're in my lap. Okay. So I also pulled a romance angels just in case. And you got worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And I think that can really be just put into your work too, because when you're waiting for something, these things that you're working towards, these goals that you have set in motion, their results are worth waiting for. That kind of sort of, I'm going to put in this work, I'm just going to do it. I'm not even going to overthink about it, and then the results are going to be amazing. Then we have meditate and contemplate. Exactly whenever I get this card, I think of it just telling the universe, just telling you to like shut up and just relax, because everything's going to be fine for you. Everything's going to be just fine. So and for me, it's kind of like that overthinking card too, because the fish are circling each other, and sometimes our thoughts do that. They just kind of go, wah, wah, wah. I don't know what that sound effect is, but they just kind of swim in circles until we're just kind of driving ourselves crazy. Then we have cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. That's kind of what I'm getting right here, is like divine timing. Like you just kind of need to surrender to it and just kind of acknowledge it, that that's something that needs to happen in your life. That's a factor in whatever that you're doing. It's not one of those things where you keep pushing. It's gonna, arrive. It's one of those things where you just do a little bit every day. I know we didn't get like pinnacle energy or anything, but I'm getting that feeling of like, oh, I've been working so hard and nothing's going right, or those sort of things. And then the last oracle card is passion. Do what excites you, get fired up about your life, increase your energy levels. I mean, there you go. Follow your passion, because, the results are worth waiting for. And sometimes we just kind of overthink things, but you just need to take a deep breath and get back into what you're passionate about. Because it's going to be awesome. So let's pull these. Your lyrics. Let's see here. Still haven't figured out the perfect way of shuffling these. Okay. I think it's strange that you think I'm funny, because he never did. That was from Begin Again. And when I was writing that, my intention was comparing situations. Do not compare your situation to other people's situations, because people have different experiences and the way that the universe works things out for them. So do not compare. Don't self-sabotage. Don't compare. Quit overthinking and just get your stuff done, because it's going to be awesome, whatever it is that you're doing. So do not compare. You need to let go of overthinking. You need to let go of comparing your journey to other people's journeys, because everybody's different. Nobody has the exact same journey. Even if you look at like the star, like Taylor, her journey is completely different than like Ariana Grande's or BTS's or those sort of things. It's just completely different. And if she were to compare those sort of things with how fast she got there, or how much she was working in the studio, or those sort of things, just quit overthinking and quit over comparing, because it's hurting you. So let's get you another little thing of advice. Okay. We have follow your dreams. Follow your passion, because it's going to lead to something truly, truly amazing. I really believe that. Last bits. So basically, just quit overthinking. because sometimes we just feel like we can't step up to the plate. We just can't be where we want to, or we're not where we want to be at that moment. But I mean, eventually you're gonna get there, and it's gonna be so worth waiting for. Anyways, if this reading resonated with you, feel free to leave a comment down below, like the video, or subscribe to my channel, whatever you want to do. It means a lot to me, and I hope to see you in a future video. As there, group 2, you chose I Knew You Were Trouble with the little key necklace and the little hair, which was so cute on Taylor. You can't tell me otherwise. But anyways, let's get started with your tarot cards. We have 5 of Pentacles. We have 8 of Wands in reverse. This feeling of loss, I'm getting this feeling of loss and this feeling of things getting really slow. And then we have the 4 of Wands. King of Cups in reverse.
Power off.
Sorry, that was my speaker. I was listening to the Brother Bear soundtrack and Red when I was preparing all of this. And let me tell you, Brother Bear still is amazing. I don't know why I'm talking about this in your reading, but there we go. And then lastly, we have the Sun. Okay, make sure you can see all of those. Really nice. So this feeling of just having a loss, things going, not quite as fast as you want it to be, or maybe there's a blockage of some sort of thing, that sort of blockage, and maybe you're not feeling as sympathetic as you normally would. Like there's just this feeling of like, because these two little cat, like this card is really cute, but the actual meaning of like the little card is so it's just so sad. Like it's just this sad feeling of loss and searching for something, and and then the 8 of Wands in reverse, like things aren't happening quite as fast. But I mean, you got the 4 of Wands and the Sun all in one spread, and those 2 cards to me are like the most happiest, most optimistic energy, because you're gonna get out of this rut of whatever it is. Maybe this video will bring something to the light for you. But losses happen, and it's okay, because sometimes the universe, it moves things out of our way so that we can move forward to something better. I'm getting that feeling of when, that saying, when one door closes, another one opens, kind of sort of thing. Because this happened, you're feeling icky about it, and it's just like time is moving so slow. But right smack dab in the middle, you have the 4 of Wands, which is kind of like this, to me it's like a serendipitous, like joyful celebration energy. I know it's not like the 6 of Wands, which is victory, but this still is a celebration card. There's still things in your future that you are going to get to celebrate. So just keep that optimism, because you have it. You have that Leo energy, that sort of like sunny, optimist kind of sort of energy in your pile right here. So just kind of take time to remind yourself that things, things happen for a reason. And I think you will eventually tap into that empathetic side of yourself, because right now it's just kind of like the King of Cups is like this super empathetic, amazing just person. Like I just think of the most mature, Cancer person. But right now, when Cancers are like upset or this sort of thing, they kind of like take it on other people sometimes. Not really intentionally, but they just do, or they kind of hole themselves away in their room. But anyways, you have that feeling of that loss, and that feeling of just feeling a disconnection. But anyways, let's move on to the oracle cards. My goodness. We have Unrequited Love. I actually pulled only one of these, but you ended up getting 2. It was my intention to pull 1, but Spirit pulled 2. So we have Unrequited Love, excuse me, and Codependency. When codependency shows up, I just kind of take it as this leaning on a situation or a person or a thing, and just kind of like holding it onto it so tightly that it's not serving you. It's not going to help you at all. So just whatever. And then the unrequited love, it says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. If this is about a relationship, things happen for a reason. We lose things in people for a reason, and it's okay to grieve. It's okay to have that, but there is something better for you out there, and you just kind of need to have faith in it, because it's right here. I mean, you have the freaking celebration card and the optimism amazing sunny card. So there are bright things ahead in your future. You just kind of need to just take a deep breath and just kind of loosen your grip. It's kind of what I'm getting. Loosen your grip on whatever this is. Then we have waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in yourself too, because you have this amazing energy, and I feel like you're just such a loving person that like you just kind of put all this love and this effort into other people, and sometimes when they don't do the same, you just kind of withdraw, and you kind of feel like that, kind of like the thing in Cancer again, like the little crab or the little hermit just kind of going back in its shell, and you're just kind of like, ugh. But have faith in yourself, have faith in your dreams, because maybe your dreams involve, being with this absolute amazing person. But right now you're too codependent on things that aren't serving you. So just kind of evaluate that, see where it leads. And then we have the great serving, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Exactly. Don't let that like feeling of, oh, I love too hard, or I love too much, that sort of thing, and it always ends up biting me in the butt. Still let yourself have that love, have that beautiful, wonderful, warm energy, because I mean, it's going to lead you to some great places. Then we have friendship. Seek out your soul family, surround yourself with positive people, spend more time socializing. I think you do have amazing and great people in your life. That you just kind of need to focus on those people, and that kind of goes along with the celebration, the Four of Wands card. That kind of like feeling of friendship, and just kind of like being with people, and just having maybe like a potluck or something like that with all your friends. Just you guys just bring food, and you just kind of sit there and watch Disney movies, watch Brother Bear, which is an amazing movie. If you haven't seen it, totally go watch it. And in that movie, if you've never seen it, it's about Kenai, and oh my gosh, his totem was the bear, and it was all about love. I'm not spoiling anything for you. It's like in the first few minutes of the movie, but he kind of had to soften to love and kind of tap into that part of himself in order to find where he was supposed to be going. He had to deal with loss, but he found something amazing in the end. So definitely go watch that movie. It popped up in your reading for a reason. So we're going to get your little lyrics here. Okay. Oh, no way! So you picked I Knew You Were Trouble, and then you got the I Knew You Were Trouble lyrics. So I knew you were trouble when you walked in, so shame on me now. When I wrote this, I kind of set the intention for it to come up if somebody's feeling, just kind of like shameful, just kind of like, oh, I did this horrible thing and I knew I shouldn't have done it. I should have listened to my intuition, but I did it anyways, kind of sort of thing. And they're like, like this is the worst thing ever. But take it as a lesson. Just kind of like, again, take a deep breath, like do your breathing exercises, look some up on YouTube. Anyways, let's get your little, what's it called, advice. Now I have that Brother Bear song stuck in my head. I don't want to see it. Okay. Duh. Trust your intuition. What was I just telling you? Maybe you had this moment where you didn't trust your intuition, and things just kind of, went to crap. Whatever. But just kind of trust your intuition from now on, because it's spot on, and you know what's best for you. You know what's right for you. And just kind of like listen to that. Don't let other people try and get in the way of that. But anyways, if this reading resonated with you in any sort of way, please leave a comment down below, consider liking the video, and subscribing to my channel so that I can see you in a future video. Hi there, group number 3. You chose 22. I drew a little cat and little glasses. Hope you like that. Little cat. Anyways, let's get started with your tarot cards. We have the Six of Wands reversed. We have the Queen of Cups upright. We have the King of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. And then we have the Four of Swords reversed. Make sure you can see that. Okay. So immediately what I'm seeing on these two sides right here is that, one, you're feeling not so, like, there's this confidence issue, and you just kind of, and rushing this confidence, and just kind of like, you know, when you get that feeling of like perfectionism, that's kind of what I'm getting right here. It's kind of like that perfectionism kind of sort of thing, where you just kind of come through and you're kind of like, like, I want to do this. It's kind of like hopping between, I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do it like in a matter of minutes, and I'm just gonna just do it because I'm so afraid that I'm not gonna do it right. And that's kind of what I'm getting from this. But you totally have what it takes. I mean, you've got the King of Pentacles smack dab in the middle of your spread, and you have this like intuitive, amazing, beautiful energy to you that you just kind of need to tap into, because it's there. You just need to like tap into it in order to kind of get out of this stuck. I know that the Four of Swords is reversed, but I'm still getting that stuck energy. Like, sometimes the Four of Swords is a needed rest, and you just kind of need to, but I'm kind of feeling like maybe it's this, you do nothing for like 2 weeks, and then you do like the whole project all at once in a matter of like an hour. And as much as, I mean, I do that too. I'm not judging you at all. I'm saying that because I see it in my life and I see it in the cards. I do that too. Like, I will literally wait until the last second to do something, or to the last deadline that I give myself, and I just rush, and it's just not looking that good. But you definitely have what it takes to get to where you want to go. I mean, look at the Queen of Cups. She's all content. She's all happy with what she has. So you can get to that point. You can get to that point of just, you know, sorry if you can hear my nephew running around. But anyways, so the Queen of Cups, she's so content, and so she's so, exactly, just the word content is coming to my mind. Once you just kind of let go of this rushing energy, this confidence problem, this sort of, I'm trying to call you out or anything, but I mean, we all go through those times in our lives where we're feeling not that victorious. We're just kind of like, you know, I'm not really feeling like I did really anything at all. But kind of take the slow and steady kind of sort of vibe is what I'm getting. Just kind of be slow and steady towards the things that you want to do, and eventually you'll get there, and you'll get what you want tenfold. And also another thing coming in is just kind of tap into your, like, just be yourself. Because for me, the Queen of Cups is somebody that is not afraid to show, like, her just amazingness, her beautiful, watery, you know, kind of sort of thing. So don't be afraid to let that part of you shine. So to answer your question, what you need to let go of is this kind of back and forth that you're doing right now. For whatever it is that your goal is, to get to the King of Pentacles energy and the Queen of Cups, sorry about that, my nephew came barging into my room. But that back and forth, that's what I was saying, that back and forth between doing nothing and then rushing it all at once, and doing nothing and then rushing it all at once, and it's kind of like this, it's just not working. So you need to kind of let go of that back and forth with yourself. Let's look at the oracle cards. We have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations. And if this is about a relationship, this kind of, coming together and just kind of like, just let go of the back and forth. There is also back and forth when it comes to like your emotions. Like one moment you're feeling completely, insecure and just like, oh, it's just not working. I'm not getting to where I want to be with this person. And then it's like, and then you're feeling like, well, I have to try, I can't just sit here and do nothing, right? But eventually, and maybe this person could be an earth sign that you're asking about, but whatever. However it resonates, but just keep an open mind of whatever else opens its doors to you. So then we have the answers you need are coming. If you're feeling kind of stuck, there you go. Maybe you just need an answer from somebody, or, you need some answers from the universe. Like, why am I in this position? Why do I feel this way? The answer is going to come back. It's going to come to you, like, when you need it the most. Then we have forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. 100%. You have the leadership quality out of all three groups. You have the most leadership quality. I can tell that you're smart, you're intuitive, like all of these things. You just kind of need to I feel like I'm reading myself. Just let go of the back and forth and just kind of put it at a slow, steady pace so that you can get to where you want to be. And then we have cycles. Couldn't get any more perfect. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. Cycles to me it's kind of like what I was saying, like the cycles with, rushing through something and then pausing for a really, really, really long time, and then rushing through another thing and then pausing for a really long time. And that's a cycle right there. You need to let go of the cycles that you're in and try to kind of break out of them so that you can be as successful as you want to be. So just cycles, back and forth, just let it go. So we're going to get your little personal lyric here. Okay. Oh, so sad. Good girls, hopeful they'll be, long they will wait. And that is from Sad, Beautiful, Tragic, off the Red album. And I feel like when we're just that waiting energy, the Four of Swords, just kind of restless energy. And I think that you do have a great heart. You got the Queen of Cups. It's just amazing energy that you have right here. You just kind of need to just break out of the cycles that you're in right now, because they're not helping you. And then we're going to pick your other advice. Oops, kind of bent that one. Come here. Okay. This one is listen to your guides. So if you're hearing immediately what I'm getting is if you are watching different tarot videos on YouTube and you're kind of getting that same message to kind of break out of cycles, just kind of take it to heart. Just kind of be like, oh, I really need to get this done. I really need to step out of whatever I'm doing. I need to set down a game plan, even if it's like buying a new notebook. When I buy a new notebook, it feels like the whole world has reset itself and I'm just in a new mindset. See if that helps. Just go to Target or Walmart or whatever and just buy a pretty little notebook. They're $3. Just get a new like a new little notebook, and just write down all your thoughts. Like if you did journaling, journal that. There's all these sort of things that can happen to break out of your cycles. For me, that's one of them, is buying a new notebook. I did it just the other day. I bought a new journal to like journal all my feelings and stuff like that. But maybe that's something that could work for you. Anyways, if this reading did resonate with you, please consider liking the video, leaving a comment down below, or subscribing to my channel so that I can see you in a future video. But anyways, I hope you have a great week. Alright, that brings it to the end of this Taylor Swift themed tarot reading. If it did resonate with you in any sort of shape or form, please leave a comment down below telling me what. Like the video, it helps me out a lot. Subscribe to my channel. The family has grown a little bit in the past few weeks, so I hope to see that even more. Anyways, I hope to see you in a future video as well.